the Phantoms, as we're watching the start of pitcher warm-up today. Matt Dobart out there on the mound. He'll be taking the start against West Rutland in the home opener for Proctor. They're coming off a win on the road against Otter Valley, and I'll set the rest of that Proctor defense for you. Then I'll go through the West Rutland batting order. Defensively, Ryan Carter will be at first base. Rick Carroll will be at second base. Josh Taranovich is the shortstop for Proctor. Calvin Knowles is at third. Chad Thornton behind the dish doing the catching. In left field, Kyle Bechet. Center field, Justin Carter. And Cody Green will be the right fielder. And the batting order that Matt Dobart will look at has Greg Dupree starting off for West Rutland. Batting number 2 will be Mike Sheridan. Joe Thornton will be batting number 3. And the cleanup hitter will be Corey McCullough. Batting 5 will be Brad Therian. Scott Chandler batting 6. Batting 7, Chris Lynch. Jared Parody number 8. And batting 9th, Cody McFerrin. Again, I'd like to thank very much Harlan Bloodworth, the athletic director here at Proctor, and Darren and Glenn Carter, the coaches at Proctor, for getting me set up. They've got staging here, the schedule, time changes, and Tim Parrott behind the plate calling balls and strikes on a beautiful spring day here in Proctor, Vermont. If anything, it's just slightly breezy, and if I had to guess, it was blowing from third base to home base, and we're just about set to get this baseball game underway. And you get a nice view of pitcher, catcher, home base. You stay with me, I'll learn the names. We'll get set. Knowles even with the bag down at third base. And Dupree all set. Hopefully, won't take a ball off the camera. It happens. And you're watching Munger Vision, and I believe he was hit. Yeah, so he will be awarded first base as he was struck with the first pitch. So that'll be a base runner for West Rutland, hit by a pitch. Dobart not the start he's looking for. Now Sheridan up, runner at first base. Mickey Caligiuri, of course, the coach at West Rutland. We'll see what he wants to do as far as the running game goes. There's a strong arm behind the plate in Chad Thornton. And now his cousin Joe Thornton at the plate. And I can't inch out just a little bit more to watch the catcher, but you can see the plate. The more you expose yourself behind the fence, the more you get hit. The last time I actually got struck during a game was Proctor softball against MSJ. I believe it was Marie Parker, but it was definitely last name was Parker, was the batter. Ooh, and he came up high and inside, and he hit him on the left arm, so he has hit 2 batters in a row, and that puts West Rutland with runners at first and second. Back-to-back hit by pitches. I'm sorry, that was Mike Sheridan, too. I want to apologize for that. Mike Sheridan just got hit. Now Joe Thornton's up. Hey, got my pregame jitters. I'm jacked up, too, and you see the meeting going on the mound. That's to settle down Dobart. So he has hit the first 2 batters with a pitch. Now Thornton up, runners at first and second. They are shading a little bit toward left field. There is a gap actually in left center field. They're playing them straight away in right and center, and then they pushed over a little bit in left. Knowles taking a few steps in at third base. And boy, Thornton went up flatter after a fastball out of the strike zone, and chopping wood will be strike 1. Oh, I'm sure his eyes are big on that pitch up top. Yeah, so Dobart from the stretch early on in the contest. Yeah, now fake the thrower to first. There was nobody covering the bag, and the runner will get back safe, and that's going to be should be a balk. Well, I didn't see his feet on the rubber, so I'll wait and see. They're going to have a discussion. He went to throw the ball to first, and there was nobody covering the bag. They were playing behind the runner. And they're going to move the runners up to second and third. Yeah, I didn't know how it couldn't be, but we've had 2 hit batters and a balk, and I'll tell you, for West Rutland, just your second game of the year. Coming off a lopsided loss to Pulteney. This is a very good start, being a road game and a rivalry game, so Dobart's got to settle in, get refocused here, and just take it 1 batter at a time. Thornton at the plate. He's going to be the pitcher today. And boy, he went up top again, swinging high fastball, strike 2. A lot of garlic sauce on that pitch from Dobart as he came in with some high heat. Looking for the first out of the ball game via the strikeout. You look in, Chad Thornton, the catcher, now with the sign. And he got him, came outside with a breaking ball, got him swinging, strike 3, first out. Runners at second and third now for Corey McCullough. And McCullough will play first base. defensively for West Rutland. Scheduled for 7, and I think Mother Nature is going to cooperate. And I do have brand new batteries that I went and got myself. Because remember, I did the Green Mountain College game, ran out of power recording the last out of the game, actually. So 1 out, and there is the strike. Again, temperature right around 62 degrees right now at the start of the ball game. There is a perfect conditions to play. Actually, this spring, other than 1 week of some rain, we've had good conditions. I will miss inside low, and I'll leave the count out at 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, you can look right down that third baseline with me and see the runner taking a very conservative lead. Knowles is actually holding him on over there at third. In case you just tuned in, first of all, you better have a good excuse. You missed the start of the ballgame on Munger Vision, like my people on time to watch the contest. But the pitcher out there, Dobart, for Proctor, hit the first 2 batters, then balked him over to second and third, and then struck out the number 3 hitter in the order, Joe Thornton. Looking at the cleanup batter right here. That's contact and foul. Yep, foul ball. So 2-strike count now, 1 and 2. There's McCullough and West Rutland trying to capitalize on some wildness here of Proctor's pitcher early on, Matt Dobart. And again, you can always, talking about viewing the games, obviously turn it to channel 15 on the television set and watch the games, or you can go to the website, www.pegtv.com, and you can watch it right on the internet at home at your leisure. Just go to video on demand, click follow the instructions, and click the game you want. And Dobart with that breaking ball. And yeah, he started to come down the line, and he'll hold up now. Smart decision as Thornton. He came in with either a changeup or a curveball. Was short in the dirt, blocked by Thornton, kicked out to the right side, and then Thornton chased it down, and a runner. I think it was a good decision not to come down the line. Theorying on deck for West Rutland. So Dobart trying to work through, and a couple kinks here early on in the ball game. Just tickled the outside corner, and it'll be a walk. So the bases will be juiced for West Rutland with 1 down. Now Brad Theory, center fielder, up for West Rutland. Now the good news is for Proctor, yeah, you got the bases loaded, but you got 1 down and force out at any base, and also the combinations of coming up with a double play increase. Obviously, there's more ways to get it. So some early inning wildness by Dobart, and getting the golden horde out there trying to. And boy, he'll step back from being struck right there as Therian has seen 2 of his teammates get hit by pitches already. 335 to center field. And it's a good stop on a pitch in the dirt by Chad Thornton. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-ball, no strike count. And on deck is Scott Chandler for West Rutland. And you go to Proctor High School's website to get their schedule, so you can catch later games this season live and in person. Doesn't mean you still can't watch them on channel 15. And this is a good time to remind you, got the Loyalty Day Parade coming up. Tape delayed on channel 15. Sam Grusso is the MC. That's May 3rd, 2 o'clock downtown Rutland. Boy, runs it to a 3-ball count now as he comes up inside with some chin music. He is missed high and inside. Often here in this first inning, he hit 1 batter in that upper left arm. Hit the other batter. The first batter he hit was in the foot. So looking not to force in a run. He will, and the first run of the ball game will come in. So it's 2 hit batters and 2 walks. And I'm just looking, there we go. So Chandler up, still the 1 out, a run in. West Rutland up 1-0 here in the first. Well, every pitcher's gone through this. Yeah, this is, and oh, good discipline by Chandler, holding up on that high fastball. Oh yeah, this is part of the process being a pitcher. You have good outings, average outings, great outings, and then outings where it takes you a while to get in the groove. Knowles in on the grass down at third. So from the stretch, Dobart, and an accidental foul. He was trying to get out of the way of the pitch up and inside, and it hit his bat, or it would have struck him. So a break there for Proctor. Again, there has not been a base hit or even a ball hit in play in this first inning for West Rutland. Again, Thornton will make another good stop, keeping runners at first, second, and third. Nobody can move up. Right now, Dobart not free in his motion, not free in his release of the ball. He's very tense right now, and he's that old expression, aiming the ball. Oh, he got him inside. Nice pitch right there. Came inside with a little bit of the heat and got him to swing at it. That's a strike two. Lynch on deck. Chandler at the plate. West Rutland in their green and gold. Proctor in their gray and maroon. Got him with the changeup. Nat is the second out of the inning. Only one run in so far. Base is still juiced. Chris Lynch going to be the catcher is up there. Yeah, so there's been 2 hit batters, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Like I said, nobody's put the ball in play on the infield or on the outfield either. And Dobart. A lot of pitchers, when they get into the bases loaded like this, some pitchers aren't comfortable pitching from the stretch. They'll just go back to the full windup. And that was a good pitch. Yeah, he's just going to kind of... It's all mechanics right now. He's had some different release points. He's been a little herky-jerky in his motion, but that right there, everything flowed for him. So Proctor trying to get out of this first inning, giving up just the 1 run. Oh, great curveball. Or the changeup. I honestly can't tell from the side like this, but he definitely changed the pace. Had him out in front of the pitch. And so Lynch down to 1 more strike. Parody on deck. Yeah, whatever the first pitch was. Yep, Dobart. He shook it off and then he balked. Yep. That'll send the run in. So the second balk of the inning is Sheridan will come in to score the second run. So yeah, let me mark down. So 2 balks, 2 hit batters, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He has got the complete score line in the top of the first. And that hit him. They hit him in the wrist, and the reason it's not allowed a base, he was part of the hand part of the bat. He's swinging at the pitch. So it's been a bizarre first top half of the inning here, or top half of the first. So bizarre, I can't even pronounce it correctly. Oh, great stop. That one skipped about 1.5 feet in front of the plate. And so the bark from the bench is throw the fastball, and they don't care if they know it's coming, so this will be a fastball. Got him. That's the inning. 2 runs in for West Rutland, with Proctor coming up in the bottom half of the first. So Joel Thornton taking his last warm-up pitch. He's going to, like I said, this is his pitching debut today. He's never pitched before, he said. And I'll set the defense for you for West Rutland. You have Chris Lynch behind the plate doing the catching. First base is Corey McCulloch. Cody McFerrin is down at second. Mike Sheridan is your shortstop. Greg Dupree's in the third base position. Out in left field, Scott Chandler. Center fielder is Brad Thiering, and Jared Parody is the right fielder for Proctor coming up. Leading off will be Matt Dobart, batting number 2. Josh Taranovich, Chad Thornton, number 3. Ryan Carter is your cleanup batter. Justin Carter batting 5. Number 6 in the order is Kelvin Knowles. Cody Green bats 7. Batting 8th, Kyle Bechet. And Rick Carroll batting 9th. And I got a feeling this is going to be a long, long ball game because of control problems here, but we'll see. And Thornton's first pitch will be a little bit short, and it'll be skipped into the catcher's chest protector, and it'll be a ball 1. And they're playing shallow in center field, pretty deep on the corners. And that is going to be a shot to the gap out in center field, and that's going to be at least a single. And Dobart with a solid hit on the line, and it'll be a runner at first base with nobody out. Don't forget it's 2-0. West Rutland with the lead. And again, early season action. I mean, this is where you work out through some kinks and work out, you know, get your play ironed out. There's Josh Taranovich up now. And the runner's going to go, and Dobart's going to head to third base, and I don't think they're going to take the throw down. No. And they're going to throw the ball out towards second base, and he'll stay at third. So yeah, they're going to have a runner at third with just one down. And Taranovich will have to wait for the next pitch as Coach Caligiuri going out and having a little chat with his group. And like I said, first time that Thornton has ever pitched, so they're working on his mechanics right now. So running down at third, and Taranovich with a strike call. So that one right there, tickling the outside corner for strike one. And but they're really, I'm just watching as an outsider. I think they're just really trying to simplify his delivery and mechanics and get the ball over the plate and let the defense play defense behind him. I tell you, Lynch very active behind home base with another block there. That's a good job by the catcher, Chris Lynch. That's Dobart, had a single to start out the bottom half of the first. And that'll come in high for a ball. And that's a good eye by Taranovich. Tell you, a lot of situations like this where you have an erratic pitcher, it's hard as a hitter. This shouldn't be a good hitter's game. Because you can't get a rhythm as a batter trying to time the pitcher. So 2 on, and now Chad Thornton up. And yep, the runner taking advantage by going to second base, because he doesn't have to stop at first. It's up to the pitcher to. Now he's got a lot going on right now. It's first time pitching. He's just trying to. Now behind, caught the plate behind, we call the ball. So second and third, and that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to be a gapper, and that's going to score at least one run, and they're going to bring in both runners. We'll be tied at 2 now, and they'll run the ball in from the shortstop position. So Thornton with a RBI, 2 RBIs on that double, and they'll bring up Ryan Carter with a runner at second and nobody down. Now, both hits, Dobart's hit and then Thornton's hit, were solid line drive type hits. We're tied at 2 in the bottom of the first. See McFerrin coming in behind the runner at second. Got a good lead, and he is off and going, and that's going to be an easy steal, and they'll come back and hustle. That's Lynch hustling the ball back up to the plate so that the runner, Thornton, couldn't come all the way home. So Ryan Carter with the power to take it out of the yard, something he can get a swing at, and that's going to be blocked again by Lynch. I tell you, if there's going to be one tired guy on that West Rutland squad, it's going to be Lynch chasing around the balls behind the plate. He's in a very upright, stiff crouch, actually. And that was a letter high for a ball. Good eye by Ryan Carter, showing the discipline there. So a 3-0 count. Like I tell you, the outfielders couldn't be any deeper unless they were in Pittsford. And Carter will turn away, and they really didn't have nothing there to swing at. And now Justin Carter, first lefty that Joe Thornton, the West Rutland pitchers, had to face. And Carter will go home. I'm sorry, that's Thornton coming home, and Carter will take second base. So Proctor with the lead now at 3-2. You see the shadows behind Justin Carter. Oh, he went up. Yeah, he went for everything on that. And he got a lot of groans from the dugout. And it's hard. That came in just about eyeball high. Same pitch, different results. Ways off at this time for a ball. Well, we saw the rebuilding in the West Rutland basketball program that they went through that season, and I got a feeling you got rebuilding here. You got a young team, a lot of experience, and that's going to be able to play. Yeah, so they will give third base on that wild pitch to Ryan Carter. And George Thornton talking very briefly to him before the ball game in the dugout. Had pretty much the right demeanor for today. He never pitched before, and he's going to try his best, and he's working on it. I can only speculate. I did not talk to Coach Caligiuri, but he just wants to get the ball over the plate. That'll be ball 4, and that's a live ball. Ryan Carter elects to stay down at third. So yeah, they've got runners at the corners now for Calvin Knowles. Now I'm not sure if Knowles is going to come to pitch, but he was in the bullpen area warming up prior to his at bat here. So in a 3-2, there's a strike. That's in a 3-2 ball game now. Proctor with the lead. There is nobody down here in this bottom of the first. Got to go at least hypothetically if West Rutland's to trail. Oh, he reached out and got it, and McFerrin made a great catch. Made a great catch. Will he get the double play? Yep, double play. We have a 2 down. McFerrin with an awesome play. Diving catch. Now, what I remember most about McFerrin was he plays in a punk rock band or alternative rock band. I don't know instruments. I think it was a guitar he played. Could have been a bass. So let's see. So Knowles lined out to second, and then I went, well, Cody Green up. Let me wait here, trying to do that double play. That's going to be blocked behind the plate by Lynch. Yeah, so it's a catch by McFerrin at second. Then he threw to first for a double play. And it'll be high. So 2 down, 3 runs in, 3-2 Proctor, and Cody Green up with Kyle Bechet on deck. Now that was so far the play of the game right there. Now, like I said, McFerrin played on the, well, at first the JV ball game team, then I got the Zolper basketball, then he went to the varsity. But then I saw him playing at CSJ during halftime in a, I want to call it punk rock, but I don't know my music, but just did miss it, and that'll make a well, they throw down to second, they're going to have him. He is out and caught me sleeping, and McFerrin with a couple great plays there, a little pump fist. 3-2 Proctor with the lead going into the second inning of play. Top of the second, and that was a pretty wild first inning for both sides. Remember, Dobart hit the first 2 batters he faced in the top of the first, and ended up with 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, gave up 2 runs. There was 2 balks. That was all just in the first part of the top of the first inning. And there's another hit batter. That's his 3rd hit batter. That's parity. They're not going to want to step in there. And now Cody McFerrin up. Now you get to the bottom of the second. You got a pitcher who's never pitched before in Joel Thornton. He walks a couple batters and he balks. I believe, I have to go back and check my book. But then on a soft liner up the middle, Cody McFerrin was at the plate, makes a great play, catches the ball on the fly, and then throws to first base for a double play. And then to end the inning, they walked the last batter, who went to first and tried to steal second without stopping at first base, you know, where you go keep going around the bag, and they threw him out. And there's a swing and a miss and a strike. Ryan Carter holding parity on at first base. Top of the order, Greg Dupree on deck for West Rutland. Foul tip. Foul ball off the glove of Thornton, and I'll set the set that Proctor defense for you in just a second. I mentioned Ryan Carter down at first base. Rick Carroll's at second. Taranovich is at short. Knowles is at third. Got him. They got him. Yep. Picked him off. So I tell you, we have seen balks. We have seen a pickoff now. We've seen hit batters. And again, we're only in the second inning. It's just good stuff. That's why you got to tune into Munger Vision. You would have. Okay, so McFerrin said he got hit in the foot. Tim Barrett said okay, send him down to first base. So that is the fourth batter hit by a pitch. And now Dupree up. He scored a run in the first inning after he was hit by a pitch, got on base. Well, they want Dobart to pitch inside, and he is. So from the stretch, he'll check the runner back, and there's a strike thrown right down the heart of the plate. Oh, you'd have to watch a whole season of the Red Sox just to see everything that's happened here today in 1 1/3 innings. That's going to be Thornton with the stop, and McFerrin going back to first base. So Dupree awaits, barring a double play, on deck. 3-2 Proctor. We're in the top of the second, scheduled for 7. I just don't know how we'll ever make it that far. Dobart getting very upset with himself out there. I watched Dobart pitch in the scrimmage against MSJ earlier this spring, and he looked pretty good. And yeah, Dupree went after a breaking ball down and away out of the strike zone, and he went after it for a strike. Yeah, so Dupree at the plate, Sheridan on deck, McFerrin at first. Just missed. Again, if you go to that Proctor High School website, you can get the softball and baseball schedule. And that's going to be fouled out of play. Straight back out of play. So good rip at the ball right there by Dupree, who was on top of it. And he fouled it straight back. So Dupree digs in. Puts it up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Oh, no, he'll pick it up. There's one. Yeah. And Carter tried to dig it out of the dirt, couldn't do it. Yeah, they wanted to appeal the play and saying that he didn't slide going in at second base. Yeah, they're looking for interference. Yeah, and so Darren Carter coming on, he wants to talk to the field umpire. And right there, he's saying McFerrin did not slide. So that'll be a fielder's choice as Dupree ends up at first base. And here we get there'll be a force out on McFerrin. That's taken by the shortstop. So there's 2 outs, one on a pickoff, one on a force out. And again, we see another unique play. I don't think McFerrin did that on purpose. I just don't think they understand the rules of the game and its intricacies. But to no avail, they won't get the out call. So Dupree will be at first with 2 down now, and Mike Sheridan up. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run, and getting a tying run down at first. But 2 down now as Matt Dobart on the mound for Proctor. Trying to get through his second inning of work, and he has pitched from the stretch basically the whole game. There's a thrower to first. Ryan Carter with the grab. The runner will dive back safe. Didn't have a big lead to begin with. See Dobart check the runner over his shoulder. He'll come inside, and it'll be a ball. Again, it's been a wild one. A 3-2 game and all kinds of unique plays taking place here in just an inning and 2/3. Great pitch. Yeah, that was his best pitch of the ball game right there. Had movement, had command of it, and overpowered the hitter with it. And got him on a strike right there, looking at that pitch. Kind of froze him on it. So evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, 1 on, and top of the second. After trying to get out of this inning. And they will on the strikeout. That'll retire West Rutland. We'll stay 3-2 going to the bottom of the second. Proctor with the lead. Bottom of the second, Kyle Bechet due up, and then Rick Carroll. Then top of the order, Matt Dobart. Joe Thornton starting his second inning of his career at pitching position, and that'll be a hit batter. I've lost track of how many people have been hit by balls today. Well, as long as I'm not one of them. So Rick Carroll now of it, plate. And that runner's off. I think he's going to take third. Bechet will hold. No, he'll hold at second. And that kind of threw the catcher Lynch off. It was like a knuckleball coming in. So Carroll, the runner in scoring position and nobody out, will lay off the high, laid off the high pitch. That's a lot of discipline to do that. In from the stretch, Joe Thornton. And they got a chance at the runner at second and third, and he will be safe just ahead of the throw by Lynch. And he'll retrieve the ball, so it's really kind of tossing around a little bit. And so Carroll with a runner down at third, looking to get a pitch somewhere in the strike zone where he can make contact with it. 3-0 is the count, 3 balls, no strikes. And he'll foul that off. And again, it was there, just about belt high for a strike and a foul ball. And again, Knowles in the bullpen area throwing. Yeah, they got a play at the plate coming up, and he'll be safe. Yeah. That's out of play, so the runner will be able to go to second base, and the run will count. It'll be the 4th run of the ball game for Proctor.
Tim, why does he get second base? He started from the plate.
There's some discussion from Coach Caligiuri about why he was awarded second base on that ball out of play. So they will go to second base now. Like I said, that's the 4th run coming in. Top of the order, Matt Dobart up. He had a single and scored back in the 1st.
You got to stretch though. Step together and then dip. No. Step together, then dip.
So they're working on the footwork right now with Thornton. Again, first time he's ever pitched right here. And tried to bunt and foul ball. That was a good pitch, and I was surprised the heck out of me that Dobart tried to bunt. As Taranovich on deck. It's been different, the ball game has today. It's certainly been different. It's tough. You got a really experienced veteran ball club in Proctor, and they're used to playing at high octane level, but then they're working against a real choppy, inexperienced team like West Rutland. And it's just hard to get everything kind of flowing for Proctor. So Carroll ends up at third base, Dobart. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and swings away. And that's going to get the run in. That's going to be up the middle, and Sheridan with a good grab to throw, and it's going to be safe. Yeah, good hustle down the line by Dobart. And a good play by Sheridan at short. Showed range there to go get the ball. So Carroll will score, and Dobart will be safe on an infield single, and Taranovich up. He walked and scored back in the 1st. Runner goes, and he'll be there safe. Taranovich now with the runner in scoring position. We're in the bottom of the second. It is 5-2. Proctor with the lead over West Rutland in varsity baseball action on Munger Vision. And that just missed. It broke outside and away. Okay, I liked talking to Joe before the game. I said to him, he told me it was the first time he's ever pitched and stuff, and he was pretty, calm about the whole thing. And I just said, "What do you throw?" And he said, "I don't know." Then he said the coach just wants me to throw strikes. So that's a pretty innocent statement. I like it. Taranovich with a 3-ball, no strike count, and Chad Thornton, the on-deck batter for Proctor. There goes the runner, and they're going to hold the ball up. Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be runner at third now. And so that good view you have here on Munger, you look right in on the batter. And he waited on it. He laid off, and it was, you could see kind of twitch, but he laid off, and Taranovich will walk for the second time today. Now Chad Thornton up. He doubled in a couple of runs in the first inning, and then he eventually scored himself. So again, we're sitting at 5-2, and I don't think it'll take long for Proctor to steal second. Yet in a swing and a miss, and the runner will be down at second base. Big swing by Thornton. So Thornton unscrewing himself from the ground. And when that came up and hit the catcher, it'll be out play. Yep. Yeah, so the runner will come home anyways, and so Chad Thornton now with just a runner at third as they're able to move up on that ball out of play. Yeah, so 6-2 right now. And that'll come in high for a ball. Darren Carter, the coach down at third base, also the head coach. Glenn Carter, the assistant coach, or they're doing a scorebook. And that's going to be foul. I tell you what, he hit that on a rope, and it just kept hooking foul down the third baseline. Yeah, so they'll have a 2-2 count on that wicket line drive, foul ball. And again, Lynch hustling behind the plate to keep the ball in play, and good job by Thornton not committing to that borderline pitch. Chad Thornton at the plate, Joe Thornton on the mound. They're cousins, and they have been long innings, that's for sure. A lot going on in them. That's down to third, and that's going to be an error, and you can see the run score. And Sheridan will throw over to first anyways. That was a shot down to third base, and Dupree had it go off from his leg as Taranovich scores. And we're going to have timeout on that error. Ryan Carter up. He walked his first time up. Yes, we had a pitching change for West Rutland's. Greg Dupree came in from third base. He'll be the new pitcher out there. Joe Thornton, who had been the pitcher, goes to first base. And Corey McCullough, who was at first base, goes to third base. So Ryan Carter up with a clean count. And a strike and a runner off. And he's going to just bring it back to the pitcher. It's a strike called on the pitch. Carter Watt got stranded at third base. Back in the first. We're in the second. 6-2. Proctor with the lead. And it'll be high for a ball. So 1-1 count now as Dupree trying to come in and so Dupree is watching the runner back at second. Comes to set. And he'll easily have third base. He'll take a big turn and stay at third base. So Ryan Carter, chance to drive in the fifth run of the inning, as it's 7-2 Proctor. Yeah, what there was a ball on the field, and they're getting it off. That's in play. They're getting it out of play now. So everybody settles back in. Ryan Carter Throw to third and the runner back safe. Dupree throwing up. That's actually a pretty close player there. Fired a good pitch or to third base or a good throw. It'll be blocked behind the plate by Lynch. He's been very active back there, the catcher for West Rutland. And so Carter. The first of two Carters at the plate. That'll be a ball. So Ryan Carter will walk for the second time today. Now he'll put runners at the corners. And Justin Carter up, he hit into a double play. And I believe they're going to talk about his motion or contact with the rubbers. Tim Barrett going out to talk to Dupree. Could be not coming to set. Yeah, it could be that. Again, they're working with the pitchers, trying to, if they're going to do it, make sure they get it right. So that conference over, and left-handed hitting Justin Carter at the plate. And so Dupree looking for the inning's first out. And they're not going to throw down. A runner will take second. So that's runners at second and third now as Ryan Carter ends up at second base, uncontested on that particular play. We've been watching a wild one. Nobody covering the bag, and it's not a balk. Again, Dupree trying to settle in behind. And the count will miss there, and there'll be a ball. Dupree, the second pitcher used by West Rutland. We're in the second inning. The game was started by Joe Thornton. And again, Dupree just very uncomfortable right now on the mound as he's... Oh, okay, so what happened? I missed it. They called a balk, and that's either the fourth or fifth balk of the ball game. So it's 5 runs this inning, 8 for the ball game for Proctor. It goes 8-2 Proctor. So that runner down at third base, Ryan Carter. That's going to drop in. That's going to drop in, yep. The run will come in, and as you can see Ryan Carter coming in with the run. That ball will be an RBI single. Justin Carter. As they get set now for Kelvin Knowles, as he's the 8th batter to come to the plate. Knowles with contact and had it and lost it. He'll drop the ball out in left field. And they're going to turn the corner. Yeah, they're going to send Carter home, and he's going to make it. Yeah, he'll slide in with the run scoring as that was hit to left field, and it looked catchable. And then Chandler just couldn't grab a hold of it. He got himself into good position. Knowles ends up at third base. And the 9th batter to come to the plate, Cody Green. He will step in from the right side. And yeah, they're going to come home on that play. And yeah, he'll get down and be safe. So the bases will be clear now for Proctor. That's 11. So it goes 11-2 now. Breaking the action as they want to talk. Coach Caligiuri did to his catcher. And that was a strike right there. So they're looking for the first out of the inning as Proctor has batted through the order. That's 9 batters to the plate. Again, Lynch remains behind the plate. They did make some changes defensively. They brought McCullough over to third, Joe Thornton to first, and Greg Dupree on the mound for West Rutland. And you can see that they'll duck down out of the way of that pitch. We've had a lot of hit batters. We've had a lot of balks. As it goes 3 balls, 1 strike. But the emergency rule can't come into play because they got to at least get West Rutland's got to get up to the bat through the 5th inning before it can become a mercy rule game. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that will just miss outside, and we'll put another base runner on. And now Boucher up. He was hit by a pitch to start this inning off and came around to score. You see bats from that left side. And he'll swing late and be a strike. Ball was called, and that's why the runner did not try to advance. He'll watch it in, and he'll go outside off the corner and make it a 1-1 count. Thornton holding the runner on down at first base. That's Cody Green down at first base. Boucher at the plate. And that should be catchable. Nope, it's going to be over the head and roll to the fence, and I'll pick up the lead runner. And again, they just misplayed the ball in the outfield. He's going to come home with a run. Yep, and the play at third. Got him. He's under the tag, they say. Safe under the tag. So he got bailed out.
Bob, you made the call from over there and then you ran after. Get on the plate.
Now Rick Carroll up. Still nobody down, and that's 9 runs in, 12-2. And good best pitch. That was the best pitch he's thrown. Low and inside fastball. And Dobart on deck. He's the top of the order. So Dupree reaching back and finding some extra juice on the ball. That one just slipped out of his hand.
You got to get on top if you want to throw that. Break. Get on top if you want to throw that. Okay.
So we'll even the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. That's back to Dupree. He'll knock it down and he'll turn, fire, and get the runner out at first. Good play by Dupree, staying with it.
Okay, 1 out. Get the other 2 now.
And there's the first out of the 2nd inning.
Wind up if you want, guys. It's up to you.
And that should be Matt Dobart, and it is Matt Dobart up. Base is clean now. See if he goes back to the full windup or stays in the stretch.
Nice pitch. Nice pitch.
Here he had the hitter Dobart bending out of the way, and that caught the corner for strike 1. (13-2) the score. Proctor and Dobart hit right between the numbers in the back. And again, I've lost track. Both pitchers hitting a bunch of people today. Now, Taranovich up for the 2nd time this inning. He scored 2 runs, whacked twice. Yeah, I missed that. They threw it to first. Runner's back safe.
Cody got it covered to Force play at 2nd. Okay, on the ground ball.
And the runner, that's going to be out of play. The runner will be awarded 2nd base. No play on that.
Don't be jumping all around. Catch it when you go. Okay? Don't have to jump.
And like I said, in basketball, I saw the same thing, not just with West Rutland, but the games that I covered, they're either very lopsided. You can see the...
That's a nice job right there, Chris. Good job. That's good stop. Good job. Use that glove.
But again, obviously, this is a very one-sided game here today, and I mean, they're on your schedule. You have to play these games. That's back-to-back hit by pitches. Now Chad Thornton up. Like I said, the problem with the mercy rule is you got to get to the 5th inning. I believe West Rutland told me they lost their home opener, their season opener, 23-0 to Pulteney. Now Chad Thornton up. He has scored 2 runs also. Been on base twice. And the tight catcher's trying hard. He's being very active, but he's really not using his glove. He's just using his body to block the balls right now, not even considering the glove. Yeah, so he will hit 3 batters in a row now. And now bring up Brian Carter, who has walked a couple times. He's scored a run. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, oh, bases are loaded. I didn't even notice that. So Proctor with the bases loaded. On Carter with a massive shot. Yeah, massive shot, and it's going to roll to the fence. 1 run already in. Here comes the second, and they're going to send the third. Yeah, and Carter will stay at second base. So he actually got a pitch he could extend his arms on, and he cleared the bases. And now Justin Carter up. He had a single and scored a run his last time up. He's also hit into a double play. And I'm looking. And that's going to drop in also, and they'll go back and pick it up. Well, it's a learning process, and they're learning on the fly right now. They're learning on the job. 13-16 to 2. Proctor with the lead. And Knowles there. That's going to be a base hit. He'll drive in the 17th run. There's a ball got by McCullough, and that was just good, quick hands turning on the ball and driving it through the hole. Now Cody Green up. He's the 18th batter to come to the plate. Oh, we got a change here. Yes, it looks like Justin Blongi coming in. No, they are going to go with Cody Green. So Green's walked twice, got picked off base 1, scored the other time, so it will be Green coming to the plate. He is the 18th batter to come to the plate here in the 2nd inning, and I've never seen anything like this. There's a strike. Be interesting to see what if they get the 3rd out, what they're going to come back with. Pick off play at 2nd, and he'll be back safe. Came in high, and it'll be called a ball. They're going to have a pinch hitter. Blongi will be on deck. for Proctor as they've cruised into the lead after trailing 2-0 momentarily in the ball game. And that's a quick hired throw over to first base, and that's Knowles hustling back. And what Green did there was just get out of the way so he wouldn't get hit by the pitch, as be a 2-1 count. Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike. So Dupree on relief of Thornton. That's a good block by Lynch. He'll move it inside, and that'll reload the bases on the walk.
Jimmy, you got 5 for 12. 5 for 12.
So now Blongy batting for Boucher. And when Boucher was in there, he got hit by a pitch and scored, and he hit a triple and scored. And so this will be Blongy's first at bat, obviously. It's everybody getting together for a meeting before Blongy gets this hit. Got a new pitcher for West Rutland. Brad Thury, and the center fielder, is coming to pitch. He's going to throw to the pinch hitter Blongy. So Blongy, number 5, up there from the left side. Bases loaded, and I do think there's an out. There's one out. And let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17-2 the score. Proctor with the lead just in the bottom of the second. This is the 19th batter to come to the plate for the Phantoms here in the second.
There you go. Wait, Brad, wait. Never mind, Chris.
But, no, I mean, you see what I see. I'm just stating what you're watching. They just obviously don't have any experience pitching on West Rutland. They have some experience fielding.
Come on, Brad. Come on, Brad.
Yeah, you're going to get on your schedule. There's always a mismatch like this. I mean, this used to be a big hot item, the West Rutland Proctor game, but West Rutland rebuilding right now, down a little bit in their sports. It's very unconventional pitching style. And that'll bring Justin Carter in. Push Knowles to third. Green will go to first, or second, I'm sorry. And going to first will be Blongy. Now Sadowski up. Sadowski batting for Carroll for Proctor. Yeah, nobody advanced on the throw. Yeah, and I know that they're trying their best to pitch. They don't have to go through all the mechanics. I just don't understand why they just can't throw the ball to the catcher. I don't know how they're going to get 3 outs. I'm serious. I'm going to go through. There's 1 out, and this is the 18th, 19th, 20th batter to come up this inning. I have never done softball or baseball where 20 people have come to the plate in one inning. I don't understand the motion coming sidearm like that, because he's throwing everything to the inside. It's fading on him. He's not following through on it. So I don't know why they don't throw conventional here over the top. And that will force in another run. Oh, it's not pretty. And I hope people realize I know that. As Knowles scores, and I've actually lost track, 18, I think, 18-2. And now Dobart will be the batter, leadoff batter, Dobart. And a strike. Not a lot more to commentate on other than just watch what's going to unfold in front of me here. It is over. It's just trying to get to the 5th inning. It's just watching a lot of different sporting teams, the demise of MSJ sports, how far they've fallen. West Rutland sports this year, like I said, their basketball team, very rough year. Baseball team, obviously going to have a rough year. Yeah, you're talking about teams that are very dominant in their divisions in sports, but not now. As Ethereum with a long look in, it'll be high and be a ball. And 3-1. I was waiting for Tim to give me that 3-1 count. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's some matchups that used to excite people, rivalries. That's just not there. A strike called on the corner. I believe that's the second strike of the sequence here. There is an out. It seems like it happened about 100 years ago, but there is an out. Third pitcher used by West Rutland, and that's a ball. That's a Bull Durham ball. Yep. And they're going to call time. Good. Teranovich is up, and Justin Tuttle, the new pitcher. I think it's the 4th pitcher used by West Rutland. There's 1 out, bases loaded, 20-2 the score. Proctor. We're in the 2nd still. And a strike called. I couldn't even begin to tell you all the changes defensively out there for West Rutland. They have sent 18, 19, 20, 22nd batter to come to the plate this inning. Oh, you heard me right, 22 batters to the plate this inning. I was never in favor of a batter count per inning. Like in the league, you do 10 batter rule. But I gotta tell you, I'm getting to be a big believer in it now. I think if you get to 20 batters in an inning, that's good enough. Well, I've seen a lot of things I've never seen before. That's a foul ball. I've seen consecutive batters hit. I've seen a lot of balks. I've seen pitching changes galore here in 4 pitchers in 2 innings. It's painful to watch, absolutely. I mean, it's the only game in range for me to go to cover. I can't help the outcome here or the poor quality of play, but that's going to be up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Here comes another run. There's the 21st run coming in. It's Blongy that will score. Bases will stay loaded. For Chad Thornton. Yeah, there is the 1 out. They're trying to get a force. They love double play. They have, West Rutland has turned 1 double play back, obviously in the 1st inning. Yeah, I tell you, they got to really work with the catcher Lynch on using his glove. He's just kind of like running around blocking everything with his body. Good way to get hurt. He's worked hard, absolutely he's worked hard. But he's got to incorporate his glove. Not be inside the thorn, he'll just bend back out of the way. Or jackknife actually out of the way. Well, the good news is it's not cold out. Staying here. That one will float high. And so Tuttle, a right-hander from the stretch. That'll be ball 4. Yeah, and that'll walk in another run. Oh, I'm just hanging around now because I just don't know how many they can send to the plate before they win by attrition. I've used up so much of my scorebook, I don't know how I'm going to finish it. And it's got a chance. No, it stays in play. And then Lynch has got to adjust his leg strap as it came undone on that run. Well, there's not really one area I can concentrate on. I mean, obviously pitching's a big thing, but when a ball has been put in play, they have not caught fly balls. They have not fielded ground balls, other than McFerrin, who did a good job out there at second. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with Tuttle. He is fixing his belt, I believe. Something with Tuttle's uniform they're fixing. That'd be fouled out of play. And now make it, I believe, 2 strikes. Oh, this is Campo. So Campo, I didn't even mention it. So Campo's up at the plate for the first time. I kind of got lulled into the mood of the game. And that'll hit him, and that'll force him to run. So every pitcher that's come in has hit a batter. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound as Justin Carter up now. I gotta tell you, I have never had my book so colored in. Oh, we're going to have a pitching change. So Justin Carter up, new pitcher out there, Corey McCullough. And he seemed to be throwing the most accurate of all the West Rutland pitchers.
Ready, Joe?
That'll be low for a ball. Base is juiced. Let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24th batter to come to the plate for Proctor in this inning. And that's going to get some runs in. There comes another run, and that'll drive in at least 2. Yeah, they're going to have 2 runs driven in, and Carter again with a good swing right there.
Go middle. Middle.
And Campo ends up at third, and Justin Carter ends up at first.
Come on, Greg, you got a right-hander.
There's Knowles up there again.
Good job. Get on it, Chris.
Oh, I have never done a game in softball or baseball where I've had so many runs scored in one inning. 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 26 to 2. And have seen 25 batters come to the plate. There is still only 1 out. And a strike called on the inside corner. So McCullough working with Lynch behind the plate. That's the battery for West Rutland. And that's going to be 2 strikes in a row now. So 1-2 the count, and yeah, he had him up 2 strikes, had a 1-2 count and hit him. That'll push Carter to second. And that'll load the bases up for, well, I have it as Cody Green. And I believe it is Cody Green at the plate. That is Green. Okay, so base is loaded, and again, they've had 1 double play today, West Rutland. See if they can turn another one, or at least get the second out. Oh, it's been brutal. Oh, yeah. That's going to be out of play. Well, I'm not sure what they can do with West Rutland this season. I know you keep practicing playing, but I guess nowhere to go but up. And he will strike out Cody Green for the second out of the ballgame. No. That's 2 down, yeah. So that's 27, 28th batter to come to the plate is Blongi. And that is the first strikeout for West Rutland pitching. Man, that must really stick to be that guy. And a strike called is McCullough. Kind of find him a rhythm here, groove. As he pitches to the 28th Phantom of the second inning. Unheard of. And Blongy down 2 strikes now. So looking for that very elusive third out. Just missed. That was just off the corner. That's going to be trouble. That's going to drop in. You see another run coming in. As Campo comes in. And I have a Sadowski down. So with 2 down now. A strike call. Again, is that broke inside on that corner. 17, 20, 24, 25, 26 to 2. Big swing and a miss, and that's going to be 2 strikes now. Yeah, so bases are loaded still for Proctor. Just did miss. He's got some curve on that ball, some break on the ball when he lets it go. So the 1-2 count from the full windup. McCullough opting to work from the windup with the bases loaded. He got him. That is the inning, mercifully. Justin Blongy will come on in relief for Matt Dobart. As we're in the top of the third, 26 to 2, Proctor with the lead. And Joe Thornton at the plate, and I'll tell you what, he got a long way to come back. Thornton, McCullough, Therian do up for West Rutland. Yeah, now there'll be a strike, and they'll have a 1-1 count. That's a 1-1 count. Now, again, I can tell you that Knowles has gone to play first base. I can see that much of a change. Looks like Green is over at third. And that's a ball. Other than that, I can't tell you the changes. I know which looks like he's at shortstop still, and that could be Sadowski at second, and that should run it to a 3-ball count. That is Sadowski at second base. And that will be a walk, yeah. So Thornton will head down to first base. And Corey McCullough up. He walked his first time up, which seems almost like 2 years ago. Okay, so they get all the defensive alignment changed around here, and Blongy catches the plate, but low, and it'll be a ball. Blongy, obviously, as you can see, is a left-handed pitcher. He'll come to set, pitching from the stretch, looking at the runner right at first, and there's a strike. Thornton over at first had about a 4-step lead. And again, Blongy very deliberate between pitches. And he'll get strike 2 outside corner. Is McCullough. came on and pitched that last inning. Was the most effective pitcher West Rutland sent to the mound. And just tickled the corner. Did not get the strike call by much. So it'll be a ball. And that's going to be a base hit. Oh, Dobart with a great dive, but he'll eat it. That's going to be a base hit. Dobart with a great reaction. Now Therian should be up. And it is. Well, I've said before in many games I've seen bigger leads disappear, but I've never seen a lead this big disappear. I can't lie to you. But West Rutland with a couple runners on, but nobody down here in the third, scheduled for 7. We ain't going to make it, so. You know, I bragged about having 2 new batteries. Those hour-and-a-half innings sure kill them quick.
Don't hold it on, but dodge it. Back and forth, not like first base. Go back and forth, okay? Let him know you're there.
So from the stretch, we'll have Blongy's pitch. And right there, perfect pitch. A strike, well framed by Thornton. Chad Thornton behind the plate. That came too far inside and drove Therian off the plate. Well, he's gone to a 3-1 count now. There's a strike. So he's got it back to a full count. And Therian looking for that first out of the 3rd inning. We'll get it on a swinging strike to retire Brad Therian. No runners cannot advance. Now bring up Scott Chandler. And it is Chandler coming up. 2 on 1 down, 26-2. Proctor with the lead. That I can't help the outcome of the game, the quality of the game. I spent, well, I'll probably have 3 hours into it when I'm done. Now I've had people in the past in similar games, nothing like that. I've never seen anything like this, but in situations where lopsided games ask me not to put them on TV. But you got to look at, like Dobart got the start today. He might not start again for 10 games, and you got Blongy pitching. You may not pitch again for 10 games, and you got the West Rutland McFerrin making that great play at second base on a double play. I mean, they, you know, I can, you know, tell you, life's not a perfect thing, and there's going to be bad, adverse moments like this, and a lot worse actually. A little humility goes a long way. I mean, I came and spent 3 hours, plus drove out here and spent a tape and charged my batteries, and you know, my gut is it goes on, and it is what it is. I mean, the people that are here live watching the game, you can't ask them to cover their eyes. You know, I think some of them have. So yes, I understand when people ask me not to play it, but you got to really look at the time and effort and money spent in bringing you the broadcast and the plays that have been made by certain players that would like to have relatives see that, or the community see it, or watch it themselves again. And that's popped up and called for in center field. Yeah, that's caught out there in center field, and I couldn't tell you by who. I had it as Justin Carter, and I don't think that's Justin because he's right-handed. But there's 2 down now on that fly out to center field. Now Chris Lynch, the catcher, up. There's a strike call as Blongy's kind of got into a rhythm here after letting the first two batters get on board. And I will sail a little bit too far outside on him. That'll be a 1-1 count now. I mean, plus the other deal people don't realize is that, like, if I wasn't here, I had other obligations I could have been filling. And that'll let the runners move up. You know, I work for a living. I could have been taping sheetrock on a job, getting that done. Or editing, or taking care of my house. So, I mean, the trade-off is, yeah, it's a dog of a game, to be blunt. Just come out and say it. But there's a lot of reasons it's going to go on television. And that's a little comebacker. And Blanchard will lift his glove, miss it. The run's going to come in, and no, he's going to get him. He's out. You know what it was? Nice block at the plate by Thornton. They'll get the out, and that'll be the third out of the inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. 26-2 Proctor with the lead. Proctor, top of the order. Top of the order. Dobard up. And McCullough, who had came on to in that 28, 29, I forget how many people came to the plate. A lot of people came to the plate. And so McCullough. Where the strike there is a good location. Corey McCullough, the pitcher on the mound. Lynch behind the plate. Couldn't tell you the rest of the changes out there. Actually, I have it. I'm looking now. I had 29 people come to the plate. That's on the infield. That's Thornton looking for it and grabbing it up. They have retired the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the third. And now Taranovich up. Couldn't begin to backtrack and tell you what happened in the game. He has scored 4 runs, though, I can tell you that. So Taranovich against McCullough. And he'll hold up on that breaking ball, and it's good discipline hit right there. And not swinging at the pitches. It looks like it started towards the strike zone, but then broke outside. And again, you can't see the catcher, but like I said, using his glove and getting down, butterfly, and making a block, he just stuck his shin guard out, and he's making a lot more work for himself back there. He is playing hard, he's working hard, he's trying hard, but they got to really work with him on being a catcher. That's a shot, as Taranovich will have a single. He'll go to first. And now Thornton up, Chad Thornton. He has scored 4 runs today. I mean, I feel for Coach Caligiuri in West Rutland, but I felt for Mike Lufkin and the basketball team too at West Rutland. But things cycle, things go up and down. Teams start off like this, improve somewhat. There's a strike called, and again, when he rears back and just fires, he's been pretty good around the plate. Talking about McCullough out there. Well, like I said, the biggest deal is at least it's not freezing cold out. Strike 2 on it, looks like a breaking ball this time. And again, from the stretch with Taranovich over at first after that single. And he'll turn on it, pull a foul down third baseline out of play past Coach Darren Carter. I think that woke him up down there. That's why he didn't get it. Yeah, they need to at least have just a 9-batter run inning here. Whoa, I went over the crowd, and a lot of people scattering after that one. Yeah, that ate him up at third. So that'll be a base hit for Thornton. And again, they're just not getting in position and getting their butt down on the ground. That'll be a base hit. I mean, I did the game earlier this week, Mill River softball, where the pitcher from Mill River walked 21 people. I mean, it was close to a game like this. I think the church bells in the background indicate it is 6 o'clock, which is good news for me because it seems like I started this on Thursday and it feels like Saturday now. So it's a relief to know it's only 6 o'clock. The bad news is we're only in the third inning. There's a strike. And this is Campo. Oh, I forget that. Campo at the plate. All these are hard games to commentate. You got to understand that. I mean, you might be blasting me right now. These are hard to commentate. Then we'll short hop into the catcher. The good news is this is only the fourth batter to come to the plate this inning, and there is one out. So McCullough looking to find that strike zone again. He's gone to a 3-ball, 1 strike count. And that will be ball 4, and that will juice the bases. Well, they have turned 1 double play today already, as it should be Justin Carter, and it is Justin Carter. Coming up with the bases loaded, he has scored 2 runs today. He has also had the dubious honor of hitting into a double play. That'll be a ball. So McCullough looking at a bases loaded jam here in the bottom of the 3rd, 26-2 Proctor. That's going to be through the hole, and it'll allow run number 27 to come in. And so Carter delivers another base hit, and this will bring up, well, I have Knowles down, and it is Knowles up. He scored a couple of runs today. And so Knowles, right-handed batter, good power. He's played all over the infield. And that's going to be out play. Yeah, so that will unjuice the bases. That'll allow another run to come in. 26, 27, 28 to 2 now. And Knowles will walk out of the box on that one. That's a strike call. As the ball gets away from Corey McCullough, and he'll chase it down. Now, you know, I had the foolish thought that I would be home around 6:30, catch up on a ton of chores, and have supper early, and I might not be home till dark. That's catchable. That's catchable. That's catchable. There's the second out. Yep. So 2 down here. So they're looking for a quick inning here as Alec Goslin made the catch. He's gone in to play second base. Cody Green up now. Yeah, he went up the ladder and chased it. He scored a couple runs today. He's also been picked off base, so. Breaking ball and base hit. He's going to drive in at least 1. And now put runners at the corners, and now Blongi up. 2 down, and again, they're searching for a quicker inning here. Foul. Yeah, he, like all those left-handers, he was stepping toward first base with that lead foot early in the swing. That'll be fouled straight back. So an 0-2 count to Blanche. McCullough looking for another strikeout. He's got one in the ballgame so far. And that's going to drop. Yep, Sheridan got turned around, and the 30th run of the ballgame will come in. So a little flare out over second base, and that'll drive in Justin Carter. Now the ninth batter, Sadowski, ninth batter of the inning, as Sadowski comes up. He'll take a strike. And they haven't hit McCullough hard the last couple hits. They just hit him in the right spot. And that was a good pitch. So McCullough stepping up there after that foul ball. Got runners at the corners. 1-2 the count. 2 down. And 30-2 the score. Proctor. And that's going to be the inning. We'll head to the fourth. That's Tuttle, Justin Tuttle, up for the first time today. Remember, he pitched a little bit, and he's up for the first time swinging the bat, and he's looking at Blangy out there, Justin Blangy. Now Sale outside, and we have somehow made it to the fourth inning. I just want to be home by 8 o'clock to watch Survivor, and then Hell's Kitchen at 9. That's become my goal. And it's going to be the shortstop. He didn't charge it. He stayed down on it. He'll make the long throw and get him. Knowles with the grab and retired the first batter on that 6-3 ground out. And this is Goslin. Let me catch up on this. So Goslin batting for McFerrin. And a strike called. I think that was Taranovich. Yeah, Taranovich at short made the play to Knowles at first, so that 6-3 ground out goes Taranovich to Knowles. Yeah, and good fastball right there. New battery in the camera. We should make it through the to the fifth for the mercy rule. Now what happens here, if when Proctor gets done their at bat in the bottom of the fourth, they obviously have the 15-run lead. As we go to the top of the fifth, they will let West Rutland bat, and then that would be the ball game. That's strike 3. I thought it was. Yep, strike 3, and that's going to be the second out. Top of the order should be Dupree, and it is. Greg Dupree coming up. Well, he got hit by a pitch the first at bat and scored one of West Rutland's 2 runs. No, I think Coach Caligiuri's coaching hard, working hard, just like he's done every year of his life coaching, wherever it's been. And obviously this is a project this year. And I mean, that's not criticizing anybody on the team, but you know, you can see they've got a lot of work to do in every area. Well, you see Thornton hold the ball and didn't get the call, and that'll be 2 down, bases clean. Time to go a little bit on the strike zone, take a swing at it. So Mike Sheridan is on deck. Yes, he is. That's if Dupree can extend the inning. And he's on the verge of trying to walk at 3 balls, 1 strike. I'll tell you, it's a good vantage point to watch the game from. And that'll be ball 4, so there'll be no 1, 2, 3 inning. There's Dupree. We'll go to first base. Mike Sheridan up. He has been hit by a pitch, scored a run, and struck out. He'll jump back out of the way, avoid getting hit. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Go to first. If it comes back to the pitcher Blanche, you just go to first base, get the out. And yep, he'll hit Sheridan right in that number 1 in the back, and that will prolong the inning. Oh, there's been tons of people hit by pitches. Now Joe Thornton up. Okay, so Thornton will step in. Sheridan with a decent lead over at first. Knowles holding them on. There's the throw, and Sheridan will come back safe. So we've labored into the 4th here. And that one right there for a strike. Good looking pitch from Justin Blange. Yeah, I did forget his name for a second. Do you know how many pitchers I've seen come in today? They'll be off the plate and saved by the catcher, and the runner will stay at first. West Rutland with 2 down, 2 on, and they have 2 runs in the ball game. Unfortunately, West Rutland's got a long way to go to catch up to Proctor. Yeah, and there's 2 strikes now. Yeah, Thornton struck out in the first. And a good eye there is lay off that pitch to the outside. See him take the look in, check the runners, and can't get him to chase up and down the strike zone. So 2-2 count here in the 4th. West Rutland very briefly had a 2-0 lead. That's popped up, and it looks to be playable, and it'll be grabbed to short. That's the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th with Proctor way ahead. Swing and a miss by Matt Dobart to get the bottom of the 4th underway. Mike Sheridan is, I've lost track. Yet another West Rutland pitcher. He'll start him off with a strike. He played shortstop for quite a while, Sheridan did. Got some good pop on the ball. That was high. Makes it a 1-1 count. So yeah, if Proctor can retire West Rutland in the top of the 5th, that would be the ball game. And that'll be out of play, foul. Had Dobart chasing after it. There's Dobart with those 2 strikes on him. We'll have a good eye right there laying off that high heater as it faded outside. I'll tell you what, he helped him out. So it'll be foul ball out of play, and we'll stay with those 2 strikes in the count. 2-2 the count. To the leadoff batter in the bottom of the fourth, Matt Dobart. He also was the starting pitcher for Proctor. Could be playable. Yeah, and they'll make the grab for the first out, so they'll retire the leadoff batter again this inning. As that was McCullough making the grab, and now Josh Taranovich should be up. And it is Josh. Lynch going the distance behind the plate. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. That's going to be back to Sheridan. He's got time. He's got time. He'll make the throw. And 2 down now for West Rutland. It's the first time, I believe, they've had 2 outs recorded to start off an inning. And actually it is, yeah. And it should be Chad Thornton, and it is the catcher Chad Thornton up. 2 outs, nobody on. 30-2, Proctor over West Rutland. And I figured I had to endure this. You might as well too. That's a great base hit up the middle. You can hear that pop of the ball, and he'll be at first base with 2 down. That's Campo up now, so Campo coming to the plate. He walked his last time up. Campo. Watch that one just get off the outside of the plate for a ball. Campo checks the proximity to the home plate. And now the runner won't go on that. They could have, but he didn't. That's Thornton down at first, had the 2-out single up the middle. That'll be out of play, so. Now Campo able to pull it, but foul. As Justin Carter is the on-deck batter. That's in fair play now. I don't know. That's a long throw. And it'll go out of play. Good stretch, good effort. But that'll move runners to second and third. As Dupree made a nice play on the ball at third base, but that was just an extremely long throw. And Justin Carter up. He scored 3 runs today. He's had a very good day at the plate. That'll be high for a ball. And in that second inning, they unofficially, Proctor sent 29 people to the plate. And that, being hit by a pitch, will load the bases. And that's nearing double digits combined by both teams of hitting batters today. Now Knowles up, Calvin Knowles. There is force out possibilities at every base with the bases loaded. 2 down. And so Knowles will step in there, and yeah, Lynch able to smother that ball. This Sheridan started off with 2 outs to the lead out. Got the 2 leadoff batters out. Now you got a little bit of a pickle here, and that was a good pitch, that last pitch. Needs a couple more like that. That's going to do some damage. That was a good hit. So here comes the 31st run of the ball game coming in for Proctor. That'll also leave the bases loaded. It's Cody Green up now. That'll be a ball high and out of the strike zone. Again, bases loaded with phantoms everywhere. It'll be high for ball 2. Yeah, and again, Sheridan looked good the first 2 batters, and now he's had a little problem trying to get that third out. Now he reared back and fired, but it'll be high for a ball, and I believe it's gone to a 3-0 count. And you'll walk in the run. Yeah, now leave the bases loaded again. 32 runs now in the ball game. And Blongi up, the left-handed batter who's been pitching the last few innings. In Sheridan. Yes, I went through with the umpire and went through the catcher into the backstop, and everybody looks like they're going to survive it. Oh yeah, he got inside it, and that's going to be an error. Yeah. As I go past Thornton, and that'll be 2 more runs, possibly 3. Yeah, and they're going to hold him up. So just 2 runs coming in. That should have been the third out right there. No, not criticizing. That really should have been the third out. And I have Sadowski coming up. It is Sadowski. As it's 34-2 now. Like I said, this inning started off with such promise, getting the first 2 batters out relatively quick and easy. And opting to pitch from the full windup. Sheridan will be high, and Dale Lynch has done quite an amount of work today behind the plate, blocking the balls with every body part he's got, and then jumping up and down, chasing these pitches. Big swing and a miss for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That was a big pitch right there to get it to 2-1. This is a big pitch here to get it back even. That's a good pitch. Real good pitch. Tell you, he had all his mechanics down on that. Again, he could get the third out right here to the 9th batter of the inning.
Everybody ready? Be ready now.
And it's a good block by Lynch. Yeah, good job of knocking the ball down. Should be a full count. Got a hit off the rubber on the throw back, and Gosselin will recover the base ball. So Sheridan doesn't want to go another batter deep here. And he won't have to. That's the inning. 34-2 Proctor as we go to the 5th. So we've reached the point in the ball game where if it's 34-2, if Proctor cannot come back and make it a less than 15-run lead, this will be the ball game. This will be a mercy rule invoked, and Proctor will get the win. And it's got to battle that sunshine at this time of day. Well, they gave the option going first base or third base, and I chose this base. There we go. I got the sun out of the way. It's Blongi. Going to have a little comebacker hit to him. He's going to go to first, and there's the out. Now Marcel up with a 1 out, nobody on. This is Marcel's first time up today. And I gotta keep it right there to get the sun out. Yeah, he'll chase a little bit. Blongy, I think this is his 3rd inning of work. As Dobart started the game. Started off rough for Dobart, but he kind of settled into a nice groove. It's Blongy in the windup, and he'll have strike 2, I believe. 1-2, 1 out. Top of the 5th. Score doesn't matter. That pivotal 2nd inning, I believe it was the 2nd, when they sent approximately 29 men to the plate, Proctor. I've never done anything like that. Yeah, it was the 2nd. I took out 4 columns on my score sheet. So 2-2, Blongy looks in, gets the sign. Target set up. And that hit. Yeah, that hit Marcel, and he'll go to first base. And again, I bet we're in double digits for batters hit by pitches combined by both sides. Yep, so they're all set now, and that'll come inside, and see the batter skip back, and this is Chandler, Scott Chandler. And again, boy, he's like that outside corner, Blongy has, and he's been pretty consistent hitting it. He can't get him to climb the ladder after that one. That'll be high for a ball. And that's going to skip to the backstop. Pat and Marcel elected to stay at first base instead of trying to take second base on that.
3-1.
So 3-1 count with 1 out. That's foul ball strike, full count now. That'll be ball 4, so that'll be first and second with 1 out. And Chris Lynch coming up. Now, anything on the ground, you got to go on it. So the catcher, Lynch up, and boy, has he put in a day's work today. That and to be a ball outside. So Blongy got the first out. And had a little issue since. There, I hold my hand over the camera. How's that? And there's strike 2. So coming back with 2 quick strikes to Lynch, the catcher, for West Rutland with 2 on and 1 out in the top of the 5th. Just trying to close it out here and get the mercy rule kicked in. Got him. That's 2 down now. And it should be Tuttle. And it is. So Tuttle up, representing the last hope here for West Rutland to prolong the ball game. That'll be high. Came in, looked good when it came in, but across the plate very high. Again, he didn't finish it off on the follow through, and he's letting his arm slide down, slip down to the 3/4 sidearm mark, and that'll be a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Trying to come back here, 1 pitch at a time. Got the 2 outs, 2 on. There's a strike. That's been his spot right there. So Potter, I'm sorry, it's Tuttle. Oh, he's got a base hit. No, yeah, he's got a base hit. And are they going to send the runner? They're going to send the runner, and he's going to come in with a 3rd run. Yes, standing up. So Tuttle gets an RBI. Now Goslin up. And so Goslin will take a ball low and inside. Blonge in a 5th inning jam right now. Can't get the corner on that, Colin. It'll be 2 balls, no strikes. Now the outside, he's gone to 3 balls, no strikes. There's a strike. Should make it 3-1 now. Nope. That'll be ball 4. So again, that will prolong the inning. That's going to be the bases loaded. And bring up Greg Dupree, I'm sorry. The top of the order. Still 2 outs. 34-3. Proctor with the lead. So you get set for a strike right there at the belt buckle. Proctor going with just the 2 pitchers today. West Rutland went through a whole bunch of pitchers, but they're looking. Foul ball, strike 2. And so looking for the game-ending strike right here. He will get it, and that'll be the ball game, and Proctor will come out with the impressive win, 34-3. But again, congratulations to Proctor, and actually, seriously, a good effort by West Rutland. They'll go back to the drawing board, get to work. Proctor will get set for the next opponent. Hope you enjoyed this high school baseball game on Channel 15 Sports.